Hello YouTube, it's Junk Warrior here, and today I've got another Yu-Gi-Oh product unboxing for you. This time it's a 2-for-1. So to start off, we have a little appetizer. The Early Days Collection. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh Switch game, and well, I've already opened it, and I've been playing it for quite some time, and I've been really excited about this product because it's basically just all of the old Game Boy and Game Boy Advance Yu-Gi-Oh games. Like you can see, it's got the really old sort of pixelated graphics and the old card pools from back in the day. And there's a whole ton of them. It looks like there's, I think, like 20 games or something, all the way from the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters on the Game Boy down to World Championship Tournament 2005. But the one I've been playing the most on here is definitely Dungeon Dice Monsters. I have a weird story with Dungeon Dice Monsters where at one point I had 3 copies of it's a Game Boy Advance game. I had 3 copies of Dungeon Dice Monsters for the GBA, and I had 3 Game Boy Advances so that I could trade the dice between them and then sell them and then collect basically all the dice from Dungeon Dice Monsters. But the unfortunate thing about those game cartridges is that the files would just become corrupt over time. And so I lost all of that work I put into those games. But Dungeons Dice Monsters is on this one, and it has this game also has an online feature where you can duel people and trade people using just internet connection. So that's pretty sweet. I tried the Dungeon Dice Monsters online, and all of my opponents seemed to they maybe dimensioned 1 or 2 dice, and then it seemed like they'd get bored and leave, so I didn't actually get to do any full games. But I've been playing the campaign, like the story, pretty religiously. I really enjoy that game. And so the other cool thing about this is, as with every Yu-Gi-Oh video game, they like to include some rare, exclusive cards that only come with the game. And this one, you can get one of 2 arts of Harpy's Feather Duster. Here you go, you can take a look here. This is the game cartridge there, and this is the Harpy's Feather Duster I got. It's this art. I don't know what the difference between the 2 arts are. I don't know which one's the original, which one's older, or if they both came out at the same time. When I was a kid, I never had a Harpy's Feather Duster, and for most of the time I playing the game, this card was banned, so never really needed it. Till recently, it's unbanned. I already have a copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, but this is again, a quarter-century secret rare. It's really hard to say. Quarter-century secret rare. And I'm going to keep it in this little sleeve, I guess you could call it, little protective baggie. Now, fortunately mine, I don't know if you can see it very well in the camera there, but it has some ink damage in the text box there. I think it's from this little Yu-Gi-Oh logo that they have printed on the plastic, and it just kind of transferred onto the card. The card's also a little bit pringled, but you know what, whatever. It's cool. Cool to have this one-of-a-kind card. So yeah, that's our little appetizer, is the Early Days Collection. Now on to the main course. What I have here are the Nike Yu-Gi-Oh collaboration, the Air Max 95s, or as they are in the manga, Air Muscle. So these are Joey's shoes, and pretty sweet. I'm very excited for this one. This one took me a while. So right now I'm living in Shanghai, China, believe it or not. And this game actually was really difficult to get. Whereas if I lived in the States, I would be able to just travel down to GameStop probably and pick it up for $60. But here I had to try and find an English version because I wanted the game in English and get it shipped here, and it took ages to get over here. I still ended up paying about the same amount that I would have if I just bought it at a store though. And then these cost me about near to 3,000 kwai, which is the Chinese dollar, which equates to about 450 US dollars. So pretty penny. It's a little bit more than the retail. I think they retailed for like 200. So I paid a little bit more, but I know that these are going to appreciate in value very quickly. So I had no qualms paying that amount of money. And I really wanted this product because it's super cool. And here they are. Let's take a look. I'm going to take them out of this bubble wrap here. And here we go. The Wings of Victory, the Air Max 95 Nike Yugioh collaboration. Wow, pretty cool. As you can see here on the front, we get this exclusive card here, the Winds of Victory. It's a equip spell card. The equipped monster gains 300 attack. Also, it becomes wind. I love that. Just a very earnest and terrible card. Like, no one's ever going to use it. But it is playable in Yu-Gi-Oh games. And it's Joey's shoe. So let's take a look at the box real quick before we crack into it. We got Joey up here on the front. Then some art of the Red Eyes Black Dragon that kind of wraps around the side and the back here. And then on the back, yeah, we've got all these Nike logos and then just some information, the size, etc. The size up here on the top. They sent me 11s, which I'm pretty sure I ordered 12s, but we'll see if they fit. Anyways, let's open her up and look inside. So the first thing we got in here is like a tote bag. Oh, it's like for measuring your feet. Okay, cool. And then in here are the shoes. And there she is, the Air Max 95. Look at that. And so there already are some blue and yellow Air Max 95s that you can buy from Nike. But these ones are distinct in that they have this sort of like brushing effect on down here. I don't know if you can see it. It's not actually the light catching it. It's like a painted on effect. And it's supposed to kind of look like manga art, I guess. So yeah, here they are. And let's take a look at the size here. Yeah, size 11. I'm definitely a size 12, but I might be able to squeeze into these. I'm definitely not going to try and ship them back to America and get them replaced, because these are a super rare, one-of-a-kind item. And you know what? If they don't fit and I end up just keeping them fresh and in the box, then oh well. I did really want to wear them, just because I know sneakerheads are probably like, don't wear them, keep them in the box, they're going to quadruple in price in the future. Probably true, but I just wanted to have them and wear them and enjoy them. Here on the bottom, we've got the Yu-Gi-Oh logo. It's like sealed in some plastic, so probably not gonna get brushed off too soon. And then here, I'm gonna take this out. We've got some like filler crud. On the inside, I don't know if you can see very well, but down in there is the Red Eyes Black Dragon on the sole. You know what I can actually do is I think you can just take these out. Yeah, here it is. So yeah, it's got these shoe inserts and it's got Red Eyes on there. And this is definitely gonna rub off just about instantly if I wear these. So very cool, man. I'm very excited. Maybe I'll pop the Winds of Victory card out and we can take a closer look at that. But honestly, I'm very excited. I'm so glad I got these. Like I said, this is such a cool collaboration. Just some more angles of the shoe so you can really enjoy it. I'm going to toss them back in here, and then let's see if we can't... Maybe there's some more stuff down at the bottom real quick. I want to look in here. No, it looks like that's about it. You just get the shoes, and then I think this is from Bait, which is the store that I bought it from. The shoes are only released at certain stores in the US. I think it was like 2 stores in LA and then like 1 store in Atlanta or something. And I bought the shoes for an upscale price from Bait, which is in the States. And had it shipped over here. So let's see here. I think we like crack this open. Oh, I don't want to open that. Huh. So there's like a perforated thing here, but I don't want to break the perforation. Huh. Maybe we can get it open by cheating? No, it feels like this whole sheet is like glued down onto there. Well, you can't really get the card out without ruining the box. So that's kind of an odd choice. I also want to note that the card has kind of like slipped out of its sleeve a little bit. It's like traveled up. So I'm going to just see if I can't just like bang him back down. It's kind of working. Yeah, it's working. There we go. Get down there, buddy. There we go. Well, we've banged him back into place, and we can see it plenty fine from this window here in the box, so no need to free him from his prison. He's gonna stay trapped. Don't leave me in here, Michael! There he is. This is also... No, it's not a quarter-century secret rare. It's a Nike rare, because it's got the Nike logo in the text box there. I think they also did... well, so there's also in Japan, they had there's an exclusive black version of this shoe, and it comes with his shoe being stabbed with a knife, like stabbed straight down the center, and it's a trap card. I don't know what the card does, but it's reminiscent of this moment in the manga where some guy stabs Joey's super rare Nike Air Maxes, or as they're called in the manga, Air Muscle, to avoid copyright. But Nike, being cheeky, was like, yeah, they're Air Maxes. And so they had that rare black shoe there, but then they also had some, I guess it's like a collaboration still with Nike where you could get a Red Eyes Black Dragon that also had the Nike logo on it. But I'm very pleased. I've got my two exclusive cards, my Harpy's Feather Duster and my Winds of Victory, and then I also got some sweet products with them. I got these shoes. I'll try them on and see if they fit, but I'll probably end up just keeping them mint in the box. And I also have this game, Early Days Collection, which I've been spending a lot of time playing and having a lot of fun. I'd like to play Dungeon Dice Monsters with people. I don't know if y'all know if there's any like Discord server or something for people to meet up and play Dungeon Dice Monsters, or I guess any of the Early Days Collection online. Let me know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed.